Here's how I feel about the different social media platforms. We'll start with Instagram because that's the coolest. On Instagram, I feel like the whole message is like, don't you wish you were me? Don't you wish you were on vacation like me? Don't you wish you were hot? Don't you wish you were hot like? So there's that, which is just makes me jealous, or it's aspirational, or it's like, look, I made bread and it's gorgeous and you'll never make bread like I make bread, but you can look. I'll let you look. Okay, fine. And then you have TikTok, and TikTok energy is like, hey, girl, I got you. Okay. Are you trying to bleach your butthole in a way that won't burn like last time? I got you. Here's a really important thing to remember when you're shaving your own head. Okay. And it's really informational. I find it very educational, way more than the other platforms. And then there's YouTube, which I love. And YouTube is like, oh, you don't have any friends? You don't have anyone to hang out with? Come here, sit with us. So apparently I am unhinged because I am on the internets, and I'm not attacking moms. I'm trying to bring them in. I'm trying to see them, say, "Mama, I see you, and let's do less." Cuz I feel like moms are doing a lot and we can do less. We could, if we want. We could do more taking care of our kids, but less. Look at all the things I'm doing. Look at and I'm talking specifically about gift bags, goodie bags, party favor bags, whatever you want to call them. And it's gotten out of hand, and it's always been junk. So I'm just out here saying, I think we can just do away with it. I think it's time to cancel gift bags or party favor bags, goodie bags, as the moms call it on TikTok. And I posted on TikTok that I'm just sick of it because there's candy, which is high fructose corn syrup, which does change the attitude of a kid. And it's very hard to deal with kids that are like sugar rush and then coming down and crashing. Not only do the goodie bags have it, but they just had cake and they had pizza and they had juice box. And then they had this. So much sugar. And then the piñata, so much sugar. And now you're giving me a goodie bag. And now I have to tell my kid, no more sugar. Okay, mom, I just had 8 pieces of cake. Like, I'm not listening to you. You're letting me do this, but then the goodie bag Tootsie Rolls, I can't. So it's a very difficult thing to be like, no. And then inside is like bad toys, like trash, like garbage toys, like a frog jumper made out of plastic, cheap toys, usually very cheap, and they play with them for 14 seconds and then it ends up in the car, and then you throw it away, and then it ends up in the ocean and a sea turtle chokes on it. I'm not trying to be a granola mom at all. I'm just saying the toys that you're giving them do end up in the trash very quickly, and this is the kind of not recyclable, not biodegradable. This is plastic. And we have lots of plastic in the world. I'm not sure we need to go the extra mile. Now, on the other hand, if you're a mom and you just spent all this money throwing a birthday party and you got the pizza and the juice and the piñata and all the other questionably healthy choices that you've made for your kid's birthday party, and now you're paying for a jumpy house or this thing, or you're paying for laser tag, or I don't know what, but you're paying a lot of money. The added like goodbye, the final thank you, walk away, I guess, is that you are going to have to hunt all the kids down and be like, and don't forget the goodie bag. Hey, Pluto, did you remember your goodie bag? Cooper, goodie bag, okay? Don't leave without a goodie bag. And it's like, why do they do that? Because they've spent a very long time putting together that goodie bag, because they've spent a lot of money putting together that goodie bag. So there's time and there's money involved. And I think kids should learn that sometimes you get a gift and sometimes you're giving the gift, but you don't necessarily need to get a gift on the same day that you give a gift. I think that that's a new lesson that we should teach kids. And I think we should teach them how to lose. And we were house hunting. We were looking for a house here in Vegas, and I'm really excited. We put in an offer, and these people were being so unreasonable, and they were saying they want us to pay 1% for the broker's fee, which I find to be very unreasonable. I just think that's weird and unreasonable. Just raise the price on your house if you don't want to have an agreement without that extra money, whatever. Anyways, it just wasn't meant to be, and I'm fine with that. We were they didn't accept our offer. We were rejected. And everyone was kind of worried because I was really, really, really interested in the house. And then, we didn't get it. And it was like, oh no, is she going to be okay? And it's like, ladies and gentlemen, I've been an actress since I was like 10, doing plays and auditioning. And then I went to college and I did plays and I auditioned. And now I'm an adult and I'm doing the same thing. And guess what? I've been rejected 5,409 times. And I'm pretty amazing at it. So, like, say what you will about actors and actresses or just actors, because we don't really need to call women gynecologists. That is a Judy Gold tweet recently. Very funny. I think that actors, actresses, performers who audition and stuff, they are so good at rejection. Like, I can totally handle, if I can do anything, is I can handle a rejection. I wish I was going to say no, but you don't get a no in Hollywood. You get nothing. They don't respond. So you work really, really hard. You work on something, you put your heart into it, and then there's usually no feedback whatsoever. Occasionally they enjoyed it and they're going to keep an eye on you. Okay. And then you never get a no. And then once in a billion years, you get a yes. And if your parents are very famous, you get a lot of yeses. So that's exciting if you're in Yapo baby, which I don't think most of us are. Well, I was just thinking there's some Nepo babies that are like athletes and they're actually amazing. I'm not talking about LeBron's son. I'm like, there are some athletes and they're amazing and their dad was great. And it's like, a great actress or a smart person who's good with the cameras or a really good athlete, like they're probably going to make something really great from their DNA. Like they're smart or they're talented or they're athletic. That's going to be in their DNA. And then who has more resources to send their kid to acting school or film school or politician school or basketball school other than people who are professionals in those fields? And it's kind of like just taking over the family business a little bit, but in a different way. But I guess I'm currently defending Nepo babies when I'm trying to talk about how people on the internet called me unhinged, and I'm not okay with it. No, I'm fine with it. I actually feel like they said I was unhinged because I was like, I don't like gift bags, but like, I'm not backing down. I don't like gift bags. Let's stop doing it. If we collectively stop doing it, I also think we also need to put an end to kids having cell phones, which is nuts. So I have a lot of opinions about that. And I think I'm super qualified because I'm a mom and I have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old and I deal with them all day long and I don't have help. I don't have a nanny. I know a lot of people, they spend like 10 minutes with their kids because they're at work and then they have a nanny. And I decided that, sure, I could be a series regular right now, but I would be miserable if I didn't get to spend every second with my children. Okay. So it's a choice that I've made to stay hang out with my kids and not have a nanny. But they do go to school and they're learning stuff. And that's really, really important because they're going to need to, because the world is about to have like a war for basic resources as the natural disasters increase. Anyways, I was on the internet and I was talking about my husband gambling, and it was just so funny because people were saying I had a receding hairline or that he's cheating on me, which is a blast. Okay, so thank you for viewing this if you are viewing this on YouTube, so I do appreciate that. I live in Nevada and it's really hard to watch the fires in LA because I love LA and I think about LA and I feel for these people, even billionaires. There's even Mel Gibson. I feel bad for Mel Gibson. No one should ever have to just run away from their house quickly like that. Even Mel Gibson should have time to pack up his bags, to pack up Mein Kampf, to pack up all the books that he loves so much, and to properly send them to one of his estates. Like this can't be. No, I really am so devastated that Spencer Pratt is famous again. The fires are really, really scary. And I can't believe that Bethany is helping others. Right now, the world is in a state where Bethany, skinny girl margarita Bethany, is trying to raise money and help people from fire. So we're in trouble. Anyways, I want to talk about Nevada because I love it. And it took me a minute to fall in love with this city, but I have. And Nevada's not a city. It's called Las Vegas, and I'm a resident, and I'm a very proud resident. And I've noticed that we have very funny politics, and I love funny politics. Let's keep it spicy. Let's keep it interesting. I can't deal with people who are just like, we're like this, we are like that. Like, let's make it purple, y'all. Well, how I describe it is it's very a la carte. Like Nevada, they do things like, can I make it a la carte? There's a Democrat menu and there's all the things in the Democratic Party loves. And then there's the Republican menu. But then it's like, whoa, those are different menus, girl. You can't. And I want things a la carte. So I feel like Las Vegas does things a la carte where you have your options like that. And in general, I think two parties is a good check system. I think there's like checks and balances or something, or have another opinion, or I think I'd like more center or something. And I also find it to be a very bring them home town, which is what I call it, a bring them home town, because we have hostages in Israel right now. They are being held hostage. And I believe there was a ceasefire announcement, which is what we want. We are praying for peace. We want peace. But in the meantime, there's people being held hostage, and there's all kinds of signage around this town that say bring them home, which I find to be rare because most places are incredibly anti-Semitic and just flat out don't like Jews, flat out screaming on the top of their lungs that, all the bad things that I'm not going to say, but they're bad, okay? And I appreciate that Las Vegas, which was built by Jews, is not as anti-Semitic as LA, which was built by Jews because they were starting the film and TV industry after being rejected from Broadway. So we have a lot of fun things here in Nevada, and I do appreciate that. And our schools are bad, so it's cool. Okay, it's cool to live here. We're not overly taxed. Do I pay attention to taxes? No, but I know that Vegas doesn't have the bad, horrible, really screw you over taxes. There's no dress code. Absolutely anything goes. I've seen people in the most formal black tie I've ever seen standing next to someone who is wearing a shoelace as a dress. So we're good. No judgment zone. And also I feel like you can really self-deprecate in Vegas. I feel like in LA, it's like, yeah, everyone said that and done that. You make a joke, like you're doing stand-up comedy, and maybe you say something, oh, LA, people are stupid, or they're vapid, or whatever. It's like, great, that's so interesting. I haven't heard that take. So then you walk around and you're like, well, let me just not make comments about my environment, even though I live and breathe here, because I don't want people to think that I am just saying the same joke as everyone else. So here in Vegas, I've made little jokes and observations that are fun. I talk about how the eyelashes have gotten completely out of hand here, which they have. I'm here for it, but also, are you okay? Is this a cry for help? Is this like a gay guy bleaching his hair? Is this a woman in crisis? There's, your eyelashes look like you ate a tarantula. So I can make jokes. I have a funny, we're in Vegas. My son is learning how to count cards. That's fun. Or when my son wants more food, he goes like this, and when he's done, he just goes like that. Ha ha ha. So some good kids. Yep, they don't have a school bus. It's just a stretch limo, and they're just I like that, like, old people party here. Like the Eagles are at the Sphere, and old people are just showing up to Las Vegas, and they're like, take it easy, take it. Like, they're losing their minds at the Sphere right now. Sure, 4 or 5 of them have been rushed to the hospital because of strobe effects and lights, but we have a lot of fun things here. So I was watching the crazy Brian Johnson documentary, and it's about this guy that's trying to become younger and reduce his age by working out, by taking supplements. And one thing he has is the red light therapy. And there's something so fun about that. Like, I don't have the red light therapy mask, but I feel like all the Kardashians do. And if anyone wants to recommend me like the very, very best red light therapy, maybe I'll buy it. But if someone knows someone who knows someone who's roommates with someone who got someone pregnant, just no, anyone out there who wants to give me red light for red light therapy, whatever, I will promote it. I will pump it out. I will do the promo code or something because I don't actually want to pay that much money, but I do really think the red light therapy is cool and it works and everyone else is doing it. And so I have to do it. No, I love anti-aging stuff and health and wellness. And I just believe that there's two kinds of people and that we have people who are in the hospital and they're sick because they've got some diseases. And then there's people who are actively trying to make their body a strong, healthy vessel to fight any issues that might arise. Also, I know there's things that are genetic and not preventable, and I'm not a doctor. Anyhow, I just want to be on the side of like, let's be proactive. Let's eat a salad. Let's do red light therapy. Let's have glowing skin. I've gone through a journey where my skin was so gnarly and I have gotten to a point where I've just mixed and played with different serums and scrubs, and I have a steamer, and I don't want to spend too much money getting facials done. I feel like it's a lot of money for that. So anyways, I'm all about that. So if anyone wants to send me supplements or anything, I will try them on. I'll do a cute video. I'll review them, whatever it is. I've never gotten free stuff from the internet, and it's like I've never gotten free stuff from I have a Bagel show. If you're here in Vegas, I have a monthly show, a monthly residency at a Jewish deli. Yeah. And you can come see me perform stand-up comedy. So we will reconvene another day for Esther to be unhinged. And shout out to my gardener for quieting on set while I was podcasting. But I hope you guys have an amazing, beautiful rest of your day. You've been delicious. And follow me on Instagram if you want to see pictures of my old nose. Bye-bye.